What I want you guys to do today, if you're watching me, is get out there and honor those people that we have lost on this Memorial Day. That's what I'm out here doing. I'm not gonna lie, I slept in a little bit. I wanted to get up earlier, start my day a little bit earlier, do some things on the computer. But I slept in a little bit. But I thought, what better way to kind of kick off Memorial Day by honoring those who served our country. I have not served the country, just for those who don't know. Sometimes some people assume I have, but no, I have not. So I definitely just want to honor and thank those folks who have served our country. And I don't have anything symbolic to say. You know, I'm just out here walking. I mean, I like to say, oh, I'm gonna walk 3 miles and represent three. Like, I don't have that. If I had that, I would, but I don't have that. I'm just gonna walk. I'm probably gonna be out here for maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna stay out for a while. I feel like I'm more productive when I'm outside. I got a meeting here in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna take that meeting. And I know you're like, meeting on Memorial Day? Hey, well, I got some team members in the Philippines and Pakistan and other places, so they're not honoring Memorial Day. I mean, I could always not meet, but I just choose to. So I just got that one meeting today, and then I'm gonna just kind of, do what I gotta do. I know you guys didn't ask, but yesterday drove out to the cemetery, military cemetery. Got to visit my dad. If you guys don't know, lost him in January of this year. So it was our first time us going out there to see his stone and see it all the way. They had it up, because of Memorial Day. They had a whole event going on, flags on all the different places, flowers. It looked really nice. I ain't gonna lie. The way they did it up is really good. And I'm happy he's there because, they maintain the grass, they maintain everything around it. It looks really, really nice, and I know it's gonna look nice for forever. So yeah, that was really, really nice. So that's what I did Memorial Day. And my dad, he did serve in the Air Force, so obviously. So that's what I did yesterday. And today I'm just doing a walk. But I haven't gone live, handheld live in a while on YouTube. So I thought I'd go live and just see what you guys are doing on Memorial Day. I know most of you guys, not most of you, all of you guys probably follow me for, business. Hey, I'm here for business. If you guys got business questions, put it in the chat. You got questions on government contracting, put it in the chat. You got questions on any other business, put it in the chat. I am walking, so because I'm walking, it only pops up for a quick second. If I don't look at my phone, I might miss your comment. So if I do miss your comment, I promise you I'm not ignoring you. But I appreciate you guys tuning in with me on Memorial Day. Now, what are your guys' plan? What are you gonna do today to honor those that have fallen, those that we have lost? Put in the comments, let me know. And let me know, how are things going in your government contracting business? I'll tell you guys this. Gonna grill later? Okay, Niall, I see you. I'll tell y'all this, man. One thing I want to tell y'all is don't slow down government contracting. Oh, at the gym now. Okay. All right. Appreciate it, Niall. Get the gym, get the workout in. Get it in. Okay, Champ 2430 says, just submitted my first proposal. Okay, let's go. Champ 2430. Do you know what the dream number is? Do you know what the ideal number you should be submitting per month? Put it in the chat. If you don't, I'm gonna give you some free training right now. What's the ideal number you should be submitting per month? Des Butts, heading to a family gathering at my grandparents'. Awesome. It's always good to be around family. Especially appreciate your family, guys. If you got your family here, you know, if I could say one thing for you guys, find something that you had an argument with somebody, get over it today, and go talk to that person today. That's what you should do. What should you do when a subcontractor doesn't respond to your emails? Leave them. Move on to the next sub. Don't work with them. They're an unresponsive sub. eCuv with the 20. Yes. 20 proposals. Okay, Champ said he didn't know. He or she didn't know. Okay. Listen. Now, I can't make no promises because you're not in my mentorship program. Or you might be. I don't know. I got students on here too. But if you're in my mentorship program, we see a 1 out of 20 win rate. Our students submit 20 proposals, and on average, they win 1 out of 20. I'm just saying. Now again, that's people inside my mentorship program. However, the tip I would give anyone who's not inside my mentorship program is submit at least 20. You know, I get people sometimes, I'm gonna talk about it here in a second. Let me read the comments. Struggling to win my first contract. Why is that? Hey, thank you for saying hi, Joseph. Yep, 20 per month. What should you do when the subcontractor doesn't respond to your email? So yeah, I responded to that. Now it also depends when you're talking about. I don't know. I don't have all the context per se, but I'm just telling you guys, if I'm reaching out to a sub like Phoenix Roofing and Solar, and I'm like, hey, I need to get a roofing job done. How much is it gonna cost for that? And let's say I reach the secretary and she's like, oh yeah, I have someone give you a call back. And then no one calls me back. And then let's say the next day I call again. Oh, they never called you back? Oh yeah, they'll call you back. The next day I call again, they don't answer. I'm moving on. I'm not working with that company because one, that's a sign about how bad that company is at normal business. If they can't get back to you like a normal commercial user, a normal commercial consumer, how do you think they're gonna get back to you when they're trying to work a multi-six-figure contract? No, I don't wanna work with them. Can someone living outside the country, not a US citizen, get government contracts? 100% yes. Listen, y'all, this government contracting thing, I know some of y'all might think it's like, oh, it's just us, you know, Americans in the States bidding on sam.gov. No. It is big money. I know of companies in India. I know of companies in Pakistan. I know of companies who did what they got to do. They got their registration. Now, listen, I'm not saying it's easy to do, and I'm not saying I have the step-by-step process for you, but I am saying that if you are somebody who lives in this, for example, India, you can get registered on sam.gov. You can bid and do government contracting. I specifically know a company based out of India who was doing it in a big way, and they're still doing it in a big way. And they're not Americans, no American citizens, no green card holders, just straight people from another country doing sam.gov because there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong against it. I mean, obviously, the government has its privacy concerns, and the government has some other concerns that they have to, you know, make sure they address. But once you address privacy concerns, the government don't care if this company is based in India or this company is based in the US. Who's going to do the job? The most important thing about government contracting, y'all, is can you do the job? Can you complete, you know, the contract? If you bid on the solicitation and you win it, can you do the job? If you can do the job, the government don't care who you are. Now, for the most part, again, you know, for the most part. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi. All right, I don't know why I got Wi-Fi on. Ain't like I had any catch connection. All right, I wanted to dwell on something. Dang, someone said something I wanted to dwell on. What should you do so the contract doesn't? Oh, I wanted to dwell on the number again. I'm sorry. Dwell on. And don't take this with no disrespect. I got friends and family in this space. and I say this all the time. If my students who are versed on doing government contracting still take 1 out of 20 to win, then you, who may not be inside my mentorship program, you may take more than 1 out of 20. You may take 1 out of 40. But I tell you this, hello, Derek, I'll tell you this, you have to submit a large amount of proposals, people. I get a lot of friends and family that reach out to me, and they kind of follow me through the grapevine. They attended my 5-day challenge. They come to a few master classes. Some of y'all, I'm calling some of y'all out. I know. You came to a few master classes. Maybe you came to the 5-day challenge, and you dabbling in government contracting. And you talking about how you about to bid this, you about to bid that. But long story short, if you count all the bids you did so far this year in 2025, you hit me with a couple, maybe 3 or 4. Not even the exact number. Just they hit me with the, hey, how many did you bid so far this year? A couple. I said, what is a couple? Are we talking 8? Are we talking 9? Are we talking 2? Just a couple. Listen, y'all, if you hit me with I submitted a couple this year, you ain't serious. You ain't doing government contracting. Listen, you're not even in the game. And I say this with the most respectfully, you're not in the game. If you want to at least get in the game, you got to submit 3, 4, 5 in a week, because you got to get to 20 a month. I'm just saying. I had a proposal ready, but the subcontractor wanted me to pay him $30K a week. How do you explain to him that it doesn't work like that? That's a good question. I'm gonna get to your question in a second, Joshua. Most of the IT companies are located in India, Brazil, etc. It's normal business for all companies. It's handled contractors for years in the IT space. Yes, of course. So Joshua, that's a great question, Joshua, because there's a lot of ways you can look at that answer. One, I like the way you said it doesn't work that way. I actually do like the way you said that, because the way you got to present to your subs is you got to tell them how you do it. You got to tell your sub, hey, when we get paid, you get paid. We're doing net 30. That means net, put me in the chat if you're not familiar with the word net 30. Because net 30 is how you make this whole thing work. That's what Joshua's talking about. Net 30, all that means is I'm going to pay you 30 days after work is complete, right? And what Joshua is saying is this company is asking for $30K a week as the work is going on. Well, here's my thing to you, Joshua. Here's my caveat to that. Not every sub is gonna say yes, and that's okay. Here's the kicker, y'all. Sorry, it's really busy on this street, but here's the kicker. That's right. Love me a beautiful walk. That's right, Miss Deborah. It's okay to pay money towards your subs if you got enough profit on it, Joshua. Well, if you got enough profit that's good enough for you. I give you an example. I want a contract for chimney cleaning at the Grand Canyon. And I won the contract for $48,000 a year. I'm trying to think of my numbers right now. $48,000 a year. I want to say, $48,000 a year. I had to pay my sub $22,000. Just to make sure y'all with me. Put the math in the chat. What's my profit? What's my profit per year? I won the contract for I still have it to this day. Matter of fact, I probably need to call in, because we usually do it over summer. I probably need to call in and find out what we're doing. By the way, it only takes them less than a week to do it. Less than a week. But what's the profit in the chat, y'all? $48,000 contract per year. That's the revenue coming to my company per year. I pay my sub $22,000 per year. What's the profit, y'all? Now some of y'all watching the replay, like, let's just get to the point. The people that live, I want to see y'all. I know it's kind of probably a delay. There's probably a delay in your guys' questions and your guys' answers. So I'll move on. But this is for you, Joshua. And Joshua says, and the contract was $400,000, and it was 9 months. Well, 100,000, 9 months, 30K a week don't really math. That ain't mathing up. That math ain't mathing. What you mean? All right, yeah, it's 26K profit. So in that case, Joshua, listen to me. Listen, y'all. What I'm teaching y'all right now is kind of it's not so much a strategy, it's more of a mindset. My profit is $26,000 per year. My sub hit me up and said, hey, Wes, tell me how this government contracting thing works. I told him net 30. I tell him after it gets done. I told him everything. You know what he told me? He said, I'ma still need some money to get out there. I gotta get a whole, cause my sub is coming out of Vegas, and this is at the Grand Canyon in Arizona. He said, I still gotta reserve hotel. I gotta reserve lodging. I gotta get my truck and my equipment out there. I gotta get my team out there. I still gotta have those expenses, and I gotta pay for that now, Wes. I said, okay. I said, how much money is all that gonna cost you? First of all, he told me his team was 3 people. I said, okay, 3 people, that can't be that much. Y'all wanna know how much this fool told me? Nah, not fool, he cool. I no disrespect if he watches me. No, I'm just joking. But y'all wanna know how much he told me it's gonna cost his team to get a hotel, to stay out there for a week? 3 people? $5,000. And again, I'm joking. He cool. I'm joking. I'm not trying to call no fool. He cool. But it did shock me. I said, my sub said, hey, it's gonna be $5,000 for me. Now again, that's $5,000 is coming out of the 22 that I actually owe him. So remember, it's not like a $5,000 additionally. It's $5,000, up front. Now some of y'all might have been like, oh, Wesley, I'm gonna let the contract go. Wesley, where am I gonna find 5,000? Oh, I don't know. Some of y'all like, well, Wesley, wait a second. You said it's gonna take how long for them to do it? 1 week. So you mean to tell me after on net 30 in 30 days, the government's gonna give me $26,000 profit? Yep. But in the meantime, I gotta give this sub $5,000 of my own money? Yep. What y'all think I did? You hear me, Joshua? What do you think I did? Now again, I know that's on a small scale. For some people like, Wesley, $5,000, that ain't small at all. What you mean small scale? I'm going back to Joshua's question though. Joshua said his sub is asking for 30K a week. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I've sent some subs some money. Just recently, I sent a sub $39,000. This sub is asking for 30K a week. So Joshua, if you're still here, this is gonna help everyone out in yourself. How much are you gonna bid it for? You said that their quote was 100,000. That's what you said. Their quote was 100,000. It's for 9 months. I think you said 9 months or 6 months of work. I think you said 9 months of work. How much are you gonna bid it for? Hope you guys are getting this. Yo, I gotta hop off here in 9 minutes. 9 minutes, I gotta hop onto another call. It's been really fun hanging out with you guys and honoring our veterans, honoring those people that served us today here at Memorial Day. If y'all do me a favor, just get out and do something. Don't just sit down and be on the couch today playing Call of Duty. Playing Call of Duty ain't honoring those people. Get up, get active, do something. I'm waiting on your answer, Joshua, before I sign off here in 8 minutes. If you're still there with me. Hopefully you guys didn't lose me. You know, I'm out here walking these streets. Don't know how good the connection is. I think the audio's good though. I got my mic right here, so hopefully the audio's not too bad. I know that's the thing that sucks sometimes when you're out here doing content. Okay, let's see. Joshua said, I asked the contracting officer how much the contract was worth, and he said it was 100,000. No, you're doing it wrong, man. No, ain't no contracting officer said that. Well, I'm not saying he didn't say that, but you're looking at it all wrong. Man, I need my training. Joshua, you're looking at it all wrong. So my question, Joshua, let me get you back focused. I got to hop off in 7 minutes. My question was, how much did you get a quote from the sub, or did you not get a quote from the sub? Maybe again, it's hard for me to, talk to you guys through chat because I don't get all the pieces of information. Dez, you're welcome. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Okay. So Joshua, you said you got a quote for $90,000. You said the CEO said the contract's going to be worth $100,000. Then you said something about 9 months and $30K a month, $30K a week. So I don't know. I don't have all the details. Something's not adding up here. But let's just say that was accurate. Let's just say that was real. Here's my question to you guys. Now, over a 9-month period, that's a hecky no for me. But let's say it's a one-time job. Let's say the government needs a one-time install of some equipment. The government is going to award you a $100,000 contract. You got a sub that you got to pay $90,000. So you're looking at $10K profit. And your sub is looking for half down. Your sub's looking for $45,000 down. My question to those who listening to me is, would you take that deal? Would you come up with $45,000, borrow, loans, credit cards, whatever you got to do, in order for you to make $10,000 in 30 to 60 days? Right? I'm saying 30 to 60 because 30 days after work is complete, maybe net 30 with the government. So I'm saying 30 to 60 days. Now, some of y'all would say, heck yeah, because some of y'all understand math. Last time I checked, 10,000 is better than 0. And last time I checked, if you quote unquote invested $45,000 in the stock market, or you put $45,000 into a bank account, you're not going to get $10,000 profit in 60 days, last time I checked. So if you're looking at it in that simple math of like, where's my money going? What's my return on my investment? Then you do the deal. Now, some of y'all like, Wesley, I can't come up with $45,000. Okay, well, it's not worth it to you enough. I mean, the return is there on your money. But if you still say, well, I can't come up with $45,000, then let the contract go. Go do something different. All right. Cammy said, hey, Wes, what does it mean when a contract officer you send a proposal to in the past reaches out and asks you to submit a proposal a year later? It's a good sign. I mean, hopefully it's not on the same opportunity. If it's on the same exact opportunity, that just means it got canceled and it got reissued and they want to try it again. And because you were one of the people that submitted in the past, they want to hit you up first. But if it's just like hey, you submitted on this staffing contract. Hey, we need someone to do some windows. Can you give me a proposal? At the end of the day, it's a good sign. It doesn't guarantee anything. Cammy, it doesn't guarantee anything, but it's a good sign. Good sign that, CEO reaches out to. I get them all the time. I mean, don't get me wrong, they don't really turn them anything, because if they're reaching out to you, they're also reaching out to every single other person who submitted. So it's like they might be reaching out to, 5, 10 people. So it's not like they're giving you a contract, but it's good they're reaching out to you. And it was for trimming and cutting 144 trees, prune 32 trees in South Carolina. Well, there you go. Joshua. There's your answer. Joshua. If your sub said, hey, we'll do it for 90K, but you need to give us 30K today, then you need to give us 30K next week, and then by 3 weeks in, you need to give us 90K, and you decided that, you know what? Giving them 90K over the course of a month and getting paid 100K works financially for me, then I'm gonna do it. Now again, Joshua, we always want to start with, nah, that ain't how it works. We're gonna do net 30. Nah, that ain't how it works. That's not how it works. We got to do net 30. We know we do net 30. But like I'm just being. Can y'all cool with me being honest, real honest hours? Because a lot of people, get it twisted sometimes. Even with my content, a lot of people get it twisted and they hear free. Everything's free. Make money for free. Make money without spending no money. Everything's free. Free for. No. In reality, if you have more capital, you can do more activity. If you have more capital, you have more options. So Joshua, if you had 90K worth of business credit, you have 90K worth of options, right? You should probably work on building your business credit. Now, if you don't have 90K off, you're like, Wes, I got to get it through the mud. I'm at zero. I'm at -0. I don't know what -0 even is. Hey, then you got to, work your way up. All right, y'all, that's my time. I got to hop on a meeting here, 11 o'clock on the hour. So I'm going to hop out of here. All right, I think that's all you guys' questions. All right, I will try to go live again because I think I'm going to stay out here for a while. So I may go live again later. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.